the twin challenge. Okay, well, everybody else went to their bag and got their size out.
Right.
Latrice ain't got nobody that's her size, so she couldn't prepare for that. So when I walked in, she's like, well, thank God, girl, you're gonna go sew your own dress. Well, okay, so I sewed my own dress. They didn't show, they have hours of me sewing this dress. They didn't, all they wanted to talk about, well, that's all the fabric we had. So that was the only dress I could sew. I didn't have enough to make long sleeves or a dress. I just had enough to make a short dress with short sleeves. I'm like, well, girl, it's the same fabric, so here we go.
Wow.
And so we were set up from the get-go to, it is what it is.
For failure. Because the honest truth is like the basics. Like you can't have success without your basics. Your body is your base. And like if
they had corsets for every other girl, they had tights for every other girl, they had everything for everybody except nothing fit me.
Nothing.
And so we were trying to sew 2 corsets together, so I had no undergarments to give me the structure. I'm not making an excuse. I know I look like an old Southern
undergarment, the world can't continue on television.
You know, so you just, and so we walked the runway thinking we were the stuff, and as soon as Ru opened her mouth, Latrice went, we were in the bottom.
Ooh.
And I was like this, really? And sure enough, those critiques started coming, and the critiques, well, first of all, the critiques take like 4 or 5 hours. And you stand up there, I've never worn a pair of high heels, and I'm in 6-inch stilettos, and my legs are disintegrating to the point that I'm holding on to the back of Latrice's dress to not fall down.
Wow.
Like, literally, when they dropped me off at the airport the next morning, my feet were black and blue. And I'm standing at LAX going, how am I gonna get to gate 96 unless I get a wheelchair? Crying.
Oh, honey.
So, you know, it's hard, and it's an emotional roller coaster, and they deprive you of a little sleep, and then they make you think you're doing really well. Like every critique we got in our duet was, that's fabulous, y'all are great. And then also when you get on stage, you're like, well, y'all might as well have walked to the edge of the stage and peed.
Yeah.
Wow.
And so, like, you're on this emotional roller coaster that just takes you to these places that you don't know exist mentally. And you don't know who to trust, and you're like,
trust no one.
Trust no one. Now, like she said, they're all friends. Everybody was sweet. What they don't show, like, World of Wonder, they didn't have a pair of high heels for me. Monique gave me her shoes. She's like, girl, I think these will fit because they're wider than normal shoes.
Wow.
So like, the girls were...
Monique was a sister. Just let it be known. She wasn't, there was no, see, that's the part. She was a sister, and like, that's how it was.
So I'm there, and then I'm watching going, what the hell are they trying to portray? Like, no, that's not what it was really like there. And like I said, she literally gave me her shoes out of her bag and said, here, these will fit, because there was nothing on the shoe wall that fit my foot. Like, it was...
So once you finished this up, you must have felt like you literally had been on a roller coaster, and then we're like, bye.
I was devastated. Like, I left, and, you know, when Latrice ends up in the bottom, all I can think is, I just came here to help. I didn't come here to hurt her.
Boy.
And now I'm possibly gonna send her home, and America's gonna hate me because I just sent America's sweetheart home because I didn't make a pretty girl, and I didn't, you know.
Pressure.
I fell apart, and by the time I left, I was a wreck, and it was about a month before I was normal again. Like, it took that long to shake everything off and go, wait a minute, this is a show. This was a show. This was like.
And I couldn't console him or check on him because I was still filming.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? I
you
was
were still there.
Like, they dropped me at the airport, and I'm devastated. I can't figure out how to get to gate 96 because my feet are black and blue, and I'm in tears because I've now made my friend be in the bottom again, and I'm like, so, you know, it took a while to go, wait a minute, there was other things about the challenge, like our moment in the workroom when Ru interviewed us. You know, she kind of went to the other tables and lectured them about pride and what Judy was. And when she got to us, we got to tell our story and why 28 years of friendship is what it is, and why our chosen families are more important than our regular families a lot of times in this life. And you know, even Latrice's like, you made RuPaul cry. They cut out 10 minutes of ugly cry.
Wow.
Because it didn't fit the narrative. Like the narrative was that they needed to do was us lifting each other up over these years, because part of the story was we don't ever ask for forgiveness. If one of us is in trouble, we call the other one. If we need help, we call the other one. There's no thank you needed. You know, when they called and interviewed me, I was kind of devastated because all I could think was horrible stories. And why, after 28 years, do I not have any fabulous stories? Everything is about horrible stories. And so it was about us lifting each other up and always being there to catch the other one when they fall, and not necessarily either anybody being a hero or thank you this, thank you that. And so, you know, our goal after that was to have some fabulous moments. So we have had the moment on RuPaul's now. I was the best man at Latrice's wedding.
Yes,
and now we're here on Hey Qween!
Yes, you are, honey.
You know, so.
Well, regardless of how dramatic that was for you, you did really get to show the world what chosen families and friendships in the LGBT community can mean, and you should really be proud of that.
Thank you.
Give it up for Tim, everybody. Now we're going to be back with more intimate people in Latrice's life right after this very gay break. Latrice, you've got so much going on, and there's even more. I mean, not only are you managing your career, your marriage, but you're managing other people's careers too.
We're trying.
Tell me now, who are you representing right now that we might know?
Well, we have several girls. Alexis Mateo actually just came on board with us. So
Very nice.
She's like rejudging because she, you know, she's one of the girls who, from her season, she never traveled.
Right.
And for the longest time didn't have a passport, and so she was doing her thing, but her life has changed, and she wants to reconnect, and so she's doing so, and so she came on board, and we've been helping her rejudge her life and get it all going, and it's been great. It's been great. She's been doing great. Milk, of course, Kennedy, Chi-Chi. I do a lot of, I would say pageant royalty as well.
Oh, yes.
So contestants that have won my pageant, I also manage them. Chevelle Brooks.
Yes.
You know, just because she's fabulous.
She sure is.
Sasha Colby. You know, these are, you know, girls who, you know, the ones that are doing it, but not necessarily on Drag Race. So, and then of course, we work with the Brule brothers and the top winners from Dragula, Bridget Glidden and Vander and Odd and all
You
those
got, that's a lot of people to handle as well as your own career.
We're trying to do it. We're trying to do it. Yeah.
Well, recently there was a double crowning of Mr. and Mrs. Pride.
That's correct.
And you were very kind enough on our Pride finale episode to bring Mr. Pride with you.
I did indeed.
Let's bring out Mr. Pride.
Hey, Mr. Pride.
Well, hello, welcome to Hey Qween.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for dressing like the set. You look
Right,
gorgeous.
I match, right? I am Pride after all.
That's right. Now, how does one become Mr. Pride?
Well, you know, it's for me, it was quite of a journey. I was Miss Pride before at the same pageant.
Were you taking all of it, huh?
Yeah, years ago, about 12 years ago?
Yeah.
Something like that. And, you know, so I was already part of the family. And then throughout all these changes and looking like this, you know, it just felt right to come back and do it again. So it takes preparation and love for what you do, love for the art, you know?
Now, Latrice, how do you coach people through these situations?
I mean, I'm a pageant girl at heart too. You know, I'm a former Miss Pride, South Florida, and so the pageant had laid dormant for so long. I wanted it to come back because it meant something to our community, and the tradition was that we were very active and proactive in the community, and so I felt like that was missing. And so I bought it, and it's been under my direction for the last 7 years.
That's some boss-ass shit, Latrice. You bought it, you brought it back.
I brought it back. And It's really special because by Raul being a former Miss, knows the importance and the history of the tradition. And so it's good to have someone who understands what we're really trying to do as my king.
Well, Raul, congratulations on 2 titles. The original Miss Pride and now Mr. Pride.
Thank you, thank you.
And Latrice, thank you so much for being here, sweetie.
Thank you for having me
Always
again.
a pleasure. I'm so glad you brought the whole Latrice crew here
Hello,
today.
you know.
So, a perfect fitting end to our Pride season.
Happy Pride, everybody.
Happy Pride, everybody. And Latrice, you've turned it so fiercely, as always, that you have snatched the trophy,
Thank the Academy, to God, and
Now, Latrice, I know you know what comes next, but you are married now.
I'm married.
So I wouldn't give you a lap dance unless I brought your husband out to enjoy it too.
Yes!
Chris, get over here. Get on the couch. That's right. You can't be scared because you requested the dancers. Because you're getting a double couples lap dance. Yeah! Now give them some good, boys. That's right. Work it out. Make it good. Now make sure everybody gets the same amount of attention, okay?
1, 2, and 3.
That's right. Do a couple lap dance. All right, now switch. You gotta switch, make equal time. Now make it good. Work it out. While our couple enjoys their lap dance, Lady Red, take us out with the Black Lady Screaming.
Hey, Qween. Hey, Qween. Hey, Qween. Yeah, Trixie, though. Hey, Qween.
All right, well, Latrice isn't going anywhere. She's gonna stick around and play Look at Her, so you're gonna want to tune into that. Thank you to beautiful Lady Red. Yeah. Thank you to Christopher Hamlin. Thank you to Miss Alexis Knight, aka Tim. Thank you to Mr. Pride. And thank you to Latrice Royale. And thank you, everybody. This is our season finale. We'll be back with new episodes of Hey Qween this fall. I hope you have a beautiful Pride. Remember, Pride goes worldwide and lasts all year long. Bye, everybody.
Yay!
Hello, children. Click here. Click here. And subscribe. You're welcome.